his way into the ban ball. Interesting. As we've seen the impact that Poppy has had this afternoon. Yunara quickly going to follow up with the Azhi as well.
Well, we know Vedi's afternoon starts at 7:48 p.m. China Standard Time as Wukong.
Evening.
He said afternoon at like almost 8 o'clock, Vedi. Your
Yeah, but
bedtime is not earlier than 4
Okay,
a.m.
okay, all right. Okay.
There's Rise as well. You want to talk about good champs? Well, Azhi's been permabanned so far. Rise seldom sees itself through, but 50-60% of the time.
Are they going to leave it open?
Ori, you talked about, that's something big. Is there really that good of a handshake for the Orianna? That's kind of what we're deciding here, as we have seen it left through as a first pick. PSG are going to show us now.
See, a lot of teams are willing to give it over and trade for something like the Talia.
PSG, though.
PSG is the question. Looks like the answer is no.
And Bessa
for Zeus.
B1.
Okay, not really a surprise for Zeus.
No.
I'm surprised to see it first picked here in the draft.
Yes.
Especially when we know that AD carries and junglers seem to be the name of the game right now. Things like the Jarvan hasn't had a win yet at Worlds, but has been very popular. The Xin Zhao as well. Let's see what direction they go right now. PSG hovering the Neferi. I'd be surprised to see. Oh, okay. Well, color me surprised.
But no, with no Orianna, I think that's the surprising part, right? It's usually used as a ball delivery service and for a jungler.
But also, I just didn't think that it was a good blind jungle right now. I felt like that it was good as an answer into certain champions. Things like the Vi. We've seen it good into Jarvan as well.
Since our Pantheon are still up and available as well. Karsa. He's got a Yorick by his side.
First Yorick of the tournament.
Archer AD top.
Going to be bringing that one out on the top side of that. We did see this from him during the playoffs of the LCP. Let's see how he matches up against Zeus. Of course, one of the best top laners in the world. While he does have his moments where he has a bit of an oopsie here and there, he cannot afford to underestimate this man. Vi currently the hover. Will they immediately pair it alongside the Kai'Sa? Something that we as EU casters would call the EU special.
Yep.
And Bessa Vi Kai'Sa, the ruthless yet effective dive composition. Find a target, lock him down, assassinate him.
What are they going to look to give Viper, or are they going to get the Zeka pick here as well? We saw a quick hover, but now it's locked in as the Aurora, so a lot of space-saving abilities. Let's just say that, and good setup thanks to Peanut. It seems like a good 1-2-3.
Problem is, what do you now bring into this Aurora? Control mages, I think, can be pretty good. Victor is relatively safe. Talia's also fine. Kind of depends on what you're feeling. And it looks like that the Talia is once again going to come through. A very safe, standard, well-rounded mid lane mage that we're seeing a lot here at the World Championship.
Now, is Caitlyn getting to that point where either Hanwha Life or PSG have to ban it away? Because it just right now is the S/A tier AD carry of the tournament.
I do feel that Kai'Sa needs to be banned.
Yeah, against HLE or against PSG.
I think PSG should ban Kai'Sa.
Okay.
I don't think that they want Kai'Sa.
No, okay.
And I think that they don't want HLE to have it. And there we go. So
we got that out of the way.
Yeah, that one is gone. Now, if HLE want to pinch the bot lane pool, they could target supports. Right now, PSG don't have Engage. So Alistair, Rel, Leona, Nautilus, kind of the main four, maybe even Rakan, all good champions. Xayah is something HLE should also consider getting rid of.
Yeah.
Especially with the amount of dive that HLE have available to them.
It's just so good. The music is just so cinematic. Raz must love the music. Like, this is Cinema Central.
I'm not sure why you call out Raz specifically.
Because he literally, whatever he talked about, cinematic, whatever his words were earlier on that Dracos bagged him out for. Something cinematic, I don't know.
Okay.
Talked about movies or something.
Got it, I see.
You're going to have to ask him.
Alistair is going to be the ban on the side of HLE. So we talked about engage options, and HLE are trying to limit those options to the side of PSG. There's that Leona. So is it a Xayah ban for HLE? Or do they not care about the Xayah? Maybe they're not that fussed about it. But right now I'm thinking HLE is thinking about Kai'Sa Rakan.
So comp does run into them, so the Xayah would make a lot of sense for PSG to snag up. And maybe support counterpick with the Alistar ban. It's kind of indicating that, no, with the Nico ban as well.
I mean, yeah, that's fair. Nico is very strong. But now I feel like that... Okay. I mean, I really thought that Zaya was going to be the direction.
I guess they're thinking range. Play the range
also
on
fine.
top of the snap engage.
The amount of dive that HLE have makes it easy to lock down a champion like Caitlyn. I wonder if they're thinking about Morgana themselves.
I think that's right. Top eSports jersey still on that Karsa picture. This guy's got some memories in leagues. There's Caitlyn. Caitlyn for Betty. That's locked in. So support counter pick here for PSG. Hanwha Life have to decide if they are just going to go, well, let's just lose the lane and get something that can deal with...
Isn't Kaiser Rakan just it, though? I mean, maybe against Talia, they're a little bit worried, but...
Kaiser's banned. You mean Zaya
Oh,
Rakan?
yeah, sorry.
It's all right.
Yeah. It's last game of the day.
It's last game of the day. We've still got a bit of lag of Jet.
Yeah, Ezreal's fine.
Okay.
Viper, I kind of... Watching him play yesterday, I'm just kind of like, just give him anything.
He's fine. He's all right.
Just give him whatever he wants. If he says he wants a champ, just give it to him. It's all good. Now, do you go for something ranged like Karma so that you can fight a little bit in the 2v2? Or do you go for more of a team-orientated Rakan?
Well, the Bard is long-range engage.
Yeah, Bard is also fine.
Plus a bit of splash for the lane.
Okie dokie. Delight going to be bringing us a delightful time with the Bard.
Well, yesterday on the Alistar was not delightful in the early game, to say the least. Some of Delight's maneuvers were tricky as Karma gets locked in for the Caitlyn lane. So for Betty and Woody, all about that 2v2. And Betty, they do have a way to roam down. They do have a lethality jungler. Well, not really. Spirit Show didn't get it. Anyway, they have an AD jungler. So my biggest question to you is, can PSG get this ball rolling through Betty and Woody and give themselves their first win?
Well, the thing is, I think PSG's quite happy with how their lanes played out. Like, Yorick should have an advantage against the Ambessa. Talia should be able to get push against an Aurora. And then also Caitlyn, Karma just... I mean, they're just a very effective pushing lane. Like,
they are.
The funniest thing about Bard is, yeah, sure, in the mid game he has all these crazy things, but in lane he literally only has his Q and auto attacks.
Yeah.
Like his E, his tunnels, they don't do anything.
He gets to go somewhere.
It's a completely useless ability when it comes to laning.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, you're not wrong.
So,
but he does have a cup of tea. He gets to put on the ground.
That's true, he does.
He does have sustain.
But my point is that it's just really hard early on to guarantee that pressure. So I like that PSG have pressure in all of their lanes. But in just terms of the comp, I feel like that when I look at HLE's comp, it really, everything does what you want it to do.
Yep.
You know, like you find a target, you burst the target, you still have sustained DPS because Ezreal with a lot of range has so much poke available to him, and also Ambessa with her extended skirmishing, and once that cooldown gate gets passed, then you have a lot of, well, backline threat and access basically.
Bit of disengage as well.
So, yeah, I think I do like HLE's comp overall, but PSG, I like the way that they have approached the early laning phase. The question is, though, will we see a swippy swap?
You do like swippy swaps as we get into our last game of day 2 at Worlds, or day 2 of Swiss.
Day 2 of Swiss,
Worlds.
indeed. Yeah.
Yes, day 3 technically.
Yep. And then we have another draw. Most exciting part of the day.
Yeah, I do like the draw. I do like it. I like
everyone.
everyone.
Suffer? Who's going to be elated?
Might be EU again.
I feel like EU has suffered enough.
That's what we
and
always say.
I do wish that we could be shown some mercy, but it's not about EU right now.
It's not. It's definitely about the LCP, which I think is a region, even though PSG took the loss yesterday, has been ultimately a real fun time so far at Worlds.
Absolutely.
CFO have started it. I mean, Team Secret Wales as well.
I'm trying to remember, did they lost their matchup today, right?
Yes, they did to KT. KT's 2-0. Like,
That's
what a world.
true.
What a world.
Oh my goodness.
I did say at the start of the day it'd be such a KT thing to do to lose to Team Secret Wales.
It was sketchy for a while.
It was.
That game. That early game is still something that KT, I mean, they even said it in the interview afterwards, something that they're going to need to work on. But
yeah. I feel like the early game from yesterday, something Hanwha Life have to work on too. I mean, the early game came off the back of Delight.
The fighting was so crazy.
But you remember that mid-gank, Vedi, that Cassiopeia. If Delight didn't headbutt, then Shanks just dies.
Bro, Delight, it was so funny because I was rewatching the VODs with Dracos next to me.
Yep.
And I was just kind of like making these faces, and he turned to me and he goes, wait, are you going through the motions of thinking that Delight is both the best and worst support in the game? And I was like, yes, that's exactly what I'm going through, because some of his engages that game were crazy.
They were really good, yeah.
So good. And then at the same time, he hex flashed over a wall alone and died. He saved the Casio in mid lane.
Which gave 2 kills to AL.
Yeah, so it was definitely a series of emotions watching Delight yesterday.
A quick maneuver, by the way. Karsa has just slipped through the vision of mid lane to look for this invade, I believe. Peanut going to see him now. Draws Raptors into this brush and disengages. Peanut does not want to tussle here versus Nabiri. And as Karsa starts this off, this is a nice timing invade, and nothing can really be done from mid.
And we highlighted how the fact that PSG have 3 pushing lanes gives you a big advantage in the early game, and Karsa is utilizing that. Knowing that he has push, he has the support of his team, he should be able to win out on the 1v1 fight against Peanut. But Peanut, leveraging the Fog of War, here we go.
And now with Delight coming in as well, this is good defense. Unfortunately, Karsa was on a word. Cosmic Binding avoided here as Karsa brings out more dogs. The Smite Steal, no, it's over to Peanut. A Vault Breaker to get out, disengage, and get his own jungle camps back.
All right, well, Peanut not going to lose too much off the back of that. He will drop a camp, but it's not the end of the world. Karsa now going to grab this bot. Scuttle Crab needs to move back through his bot side jungle. So while Peanut may be a little bit behind in XP, he's not going to suffer too much. Meanwhile, the rest of the lanes, you can see Maple building up a bit of an edge. Azhi coming out on top in the 1 versus 1.
Peanut angle.
Peanut actually looking for a gank here.
Wait for Vault Breaker.
I think this is a clean gank. You know that Karsa's clearing out his bot side of the map. The wave is in a fantastic spot. Peanut fishing for information.
Just a bit sus on it. He's thinking, hang on a minute, wants to step up to the wave.
He is, yeah. He knows that he's on the weak side. Good respect being shown by Azhi.
Zeus is getting a good trade in as well. And look at where the minion wave is. Azhi gets the E. Peanut goes to steal the camp that's on the respawn for Krugs. Azhi also low on mana, but look at where the wave is. 1 extra minion, and Zeus is just chilling here. Well, Azhi might have to TP back. Stop the back.
Steal away coming through from Peanut. Yeah, I mean, so this is the downside of Karsa contesting that red buff. He spent a lot of time on the bot side of the map. Peanut knew that he still had to clear his bot side camps, which means that he had uncontested time on the top side, and Azhi had to respect it, allowing for Zeus to get an easy push out on the top side. Azhi's going to be forced to stick around. Zeus can get a nice back, and the top Krugs were stolen. So ultimately, a nice position for HLE to be in, even if it doesn't amount in anything too significant for Peanut or Zeus.
It does mean that Peanut, though, will be here in time for his respawns with double longsword and a bit of excess damage. Maybe to try and catch back up. Zeus gets pushed up in top. And in the meantime, Karsa nowhere nearby. He's just going to go path towards bot. There are pings going down, maybe try and enhance the bottom lane, but Peanut on his Raptors. The respawn's going to be too late from Karsa. He's obviously coming to invade and go round 2, but Peanut, hang on, yeah, okay, he gets it at 20 HP. That's enough. Vault Breaker with a level advantage. Karsa goes invulnerable, gets the dogs out. Flash from Delight, an ambitious man.
With an ambitious plan.
Yeah, I think. Well, we go for a lane swap, Betty.
Does look like it. Ooh, cancel on the base there from Zeus, thinking that Azhi would overstep. Oh, that's going to be a Q interrupt from Viper, isn't it? Yep. Ooh. Maybe not. Oh, he's TPing back to top lane. Okay. I think PSG will consider a dart. Oh, okay. I really thought that trap was going to connect.
All right. They might still get Zeus.
Zeus ulting onto Woody. Get him out.
Well, might not need it. He just hounds step a little bit.
Not need it.
There's some good poke damage at the very least.
Skip, step, jump.
Yeah,
and he's out to safety.
Fun mechanic, but not very nice. People have to verse it.
Peanut will secure the top Scuttle Crab. Dragon going to be started by PSG. Karsa falling behind a little bit in terms of XP, but this should be an easy objective secure. With the AD carry on the top lane, I'm shocked that
Yeah, I think Zeka's coming in. He's also got between worlds enough mana for it as well at 1100. Peanut looking for the steal. Walks in, doesn't take it. It's Karsa who gets it in the end, and Hanwha Life committed deep for this as Zeka flashes away, but how far? As Zeus comes in, tries to save the day, but it's already first blood over to PSG. Maple seismic shove is flushed away from by Zeus, but now he's alone looking for Maple, who gets out of harm's way. PSG got their debate.
What just happened? I'm so surprised HLE tried to contest this. Your AD carries top lane. But they're thinking, hey, you know what? Maple's going back to mid, so we have the numbers to try and contest this. They don't get the smite down. Zeka flashes into the pit. Vedius flashes over, and then the ulti actually connects onto Woody in the backline. Zeus is then super deep after losing their mid laner. Peanut is forced out of the fight. Delight offers nothing in this situation on the Bard. Only level 4, so he really can't contribute much. And so PSG start the game off with 2 kills, first dragon, and an early goal lead.
You also look at their champions, and it's no wonder that in a skirmish, they're obviously going to be stronger, despite the numbers being there first and having a Caitlyn. I mean, there's a BF sword now. Betty happy with that, getting first blood, and Karsa getting off Neferi to a really good start. Seismic shove is also nice here from Maple as we go to top, and Karsa's starting grubs. Pings are coming down from Hanwha Life, but that's one at the very least, with PSG maybe having to forfeit the other 2. Maple, okay, stops it there. Stones are good. Seismic shove misses. Zeus on the runaway, threaded volley. Maple's got enough mana, but Zeus is going to pop the pot and just walk it back.
He's worried about how much time left Zeus has until his ultimate, because once he gets it, he knows that Zeus will get a kill. So he's got to kind of respect that. They want to get out of this matchup quickly, though. They need to send Archer back to bot lane. Pings are coming down. You'll notice Woody actually pathing to bot to try and help out. Meanwhile, the shadowing coming through from Karsa to offer that assistance to Archer, as the AD carries find themselves in the mid lane. It's important to remember that for HLE, Summer Split wasn't an easy one for them.
No.
They were actually struggling. It was for pretty much the majority of the regular season. T1 and Gen G were sitting at the top of the table. It wasn't until playoffs that we really saw kind of the revitalization of HLE. But I will say that so far at Worlds, I think we've been seeing some of the slip-ups that we did see from HLE during their regular season. But you can't afford to underestimate them come the mid-game. So while they are a little bit behind for now, definitely not going to count them out just yet. A good start to this game from PSG. We'll see if they can continue to build upon this lead that they have accrued. Zeka and Maple both find themselves now appropriately matched up as Arja returns to the top side of the map alongside Zeus. Dragon's still 2 minutes away, so farm is just going to be the priority, getting what plates that both teams can. Karsa continues his proactivity on the map. So far in this early game, he's been doing a lot. He
has Profane Hydra coming up soon as well. And that Neferi snowballing exactly what you want, especially with the Talia. So maybe we look to see how Maple can start playing around some of these fights like he's already done before, but Maple always on the move, in the fog of war. Zeka trying to attract attention. This was a sneaky little hover from Peanut. I don't believe Maple knows of this. Bit of burst between the two, but the bigger question is, will they have enough damage without Zeka really having any items in the inventory? Because he's got nothing right now. And fair,
he's got boots.
Okay, he's got
Those boots are made for walking.
Good one,
That's
Vedi.
just what they'll do.
Did you know, Vedi, he's a singer. He's an artist, actually, sorry. Singer's like downplaying it, isn't it? You are a nice guy, as well, so is Peanut. I asked, is there enough damage? Hell yeah, there is. Zeka with the kill, and Peanut's patience pays off.
It certainly does. Very cleanly executed by the duo.
Maybe another coming up, but in top lane, Delight's going to help one out. Arja feeling very comfortable in the matchup, whatever matchup that is. And Delight Cosmic Binding gets him out. Magical Journey as well. Karsa now hovering around top, but Dragon's up in 45, so that play going down bot opens up bot turret, and that's double plates here with Zeka contributing. Zay's about to get dove. Karsa at full HP. He can use Hound's Pursuit, rather call of the pack.
In the area, though, has the ulti.
There we go. There's the Hound's Pursuit. Sets up with the Tempered Fate. Delight bought some time. The turret is now invulnerable. Zeus also, okay, well, he needs a bit more help than that. Cosmic Binding. Karsa then brings in the call, and Karsa flashes in. The fan of knives out again, and Delight takes a Magical Journey. I don't think that Tempered Fate was very good as he flashes away. Archer doing the same up in top as Viper can't land the final blow. Archer gets away with it. and PSG's dive was a success, question mark.
That Tempered Fate was not helpful. It was the opposite of helpful. Like, I thought that what they were going to do was throw it onto Zeus, but it came down as Zeus is ulting.
I was a bit confused.
I think the idea is good, but the coordination isn't there. So again, watch Zeus. He ulties as the Tempered Fate comes in, so he goes out of it. And now the tower that's supposed to help him is not helping at all. So there's no additional tower shots threatening anyone. Azhi then holds the tower aggro for a short period of time. He then disengages. Nice little play from Delight, though, baiting them all through the portal and then flashing over the wall. Azhi able to flash away to safety. Viper even committed his flash as well. And I have to ask the question, what is going on with HLE right now? Because this early game is kind of all over the place.
That's just the Hanwha Life right now. Delight's looking for another angle. Tempered Fate almost up and available to pull another one out. Is it Zeus' fault or is it Delight's fault? Should
that's
Zeus
a question
have been
I'll
locked
leave to
down?
the philosophers.
Yeah, there's a lot of questions to ask philosophers of this game so far, but for PSG, early game, success. We can take away that it's 1,000 gold lead. We can take away that Betty's in a good spot. Maple really the only one with a gold disadvantage, and PSG is starting up the second dragon with Peanut on the wing.
Okay, Zeus has the TP. Azhi is already here. The Maiden going to assist with that. Ulti not going to connect from Viper. Positioning so much better for PSG.
5v5, stolen. Peanut walks in, ready to walk out. He flashes out. What a steal. Hanwha Life now on the board and the objective, and that's one way to get back into the game.
We saw Peanut steal so many objectives throughout the playoffs, and he continues to replicate that performance here at Worlds, alleviating some of the pressure that PSG is putting down as they secure their first Dragon of the game. Bot tower has become a little bit exposed, though. Blast Cone will allow Zeka to get to this bot wave. But that should be another plate secured. And PSG extend the gold lead. Well, they reclaim about a 1k gold lead. But still, sitting with an early game gold lead against HLE, no easy feat. And again, I really want to remind people of expectations coming into this tournament. HLE, Gen G, T1 were kind of the three teams sitting at the top of many power rankings.
Karsa just stole that, by the way.
Karsa cares not of the power rankings.
He does not. For reason, Betty out as well. No flash burnt, that was just Zeus not hitting the mark. Karsa's just going to move away as well. We get a quick replay, and we look at this dragon still that Peanut managed to find.
We're going to get a slow-mo. Ooh,
66.
Yeah, the smite just comes down a little bit after.
We're fighting again. I mean, PSG want to always fight. Magical Journey taken away. Karsa, he's got friends on the way as Archer now joins in as Karsa also in front of some camps. Meanwhile, Zeus is taking away mid-wave. He's going to Drakehound step out of there. PSG are converging all on this Raptors. They want to take everything away from Peanut.
I was a little bit worried for PSG because it was a heavy commitment. So many members getting involved in the action. Azhi even committing his TP as well. It does mean that that top tower is going to be completely exposed. Maple needs to get up there ASAP, but he's sticking around the bot side. Instead, they want to cross-map. They've set their sights onto Zeka. But they don't have Maple's ulti.
Archer getting bursted a little bit, but Zeka can just jump over that wall. Maple coming back in. They're going to try and put the pain on this turret as Karsa's a new target between worlds, gets Zeus out, and Karsa's done enough. 4 members of PSG now opening up with this turret. This first turret of the game. This is going to drop. Look at Zeka top. Tempered Fate. That was a good one.
You mean Zeka got out and Zeus top?
Yeah, that's the one. You're exactly right.
First tower going to fall in favor of PSG.
Too many Zeds.
Zeus going to secure the top side and a Herald as well. So a nice pickup. I think overall more favorable for HLE.
Yep.
That top tower. Zeus going to go get that gold. And looks like no one from PSG going to fall for any sneaky traps as the rest of PSG reset back out onto the map. But the gold pretty much finds itself dead even. Zeka's been doing a really good job of picking up a lot of gold across the rift. Dragon 2 minutes away, no major objectives to really play for. These outer towers really become the focus now. That bot tower pretty weak for the side of PSG. But with this Herald as well, HLE can use it to open up this mid tower, which for the time being has been well protected by Betty and Woody with the amount of wave clear that they have at their discretion. Both AD carries though with a dead even farm, comfortably meeting that 10 CS per minute mark.
Betty especially. This Caitlyn got an earlier kill, like We're in the Utah build, no early collector. Instead, a bit of extra mega scaling as Viper just takes a little bit of a hit. The Coinbase gold grind, just comparing top laners right now, or rather just looking at Zeus, who, even though Arja's been fine on his own, Zeus has been chilly. He's 0-2, yeah, but he's still ahead in CS, despite having died twice.
That is mainly because Zeus, I mean, I would say Azhi has been overgrouping, so Zeus has spent a little bit more time on side lanes. Nice little window that HLE have found to drop the Herald mid.
There's that mid turret you're talking about. And
it's secure. Nicely done there by HLE. And now they should turn their attention to this bot tower, the last outer tower for them to secure. And this is one of the biggest discrepancies we often see from HLE, from LCK teams compared to many other teams around the world. Just their awareness of macro, their positioning on the map, the way that they punish your positioning very effectively. But they have a clear game plan now. You can already see the vision being set up. That's 3 control wards on the bot side of the map. Just getting ready to transition their pressure towards this bot tower. They've already moved Zeka towards mid lane. They're going to put Zeus back to top. Dragon spawns in 15 seconds. Oh, actually, no, they're going to keep him bot. Thought he might want to base ahead of the dragon spawning soon. He has that TP available, as we've been mentioning.
Waiting to see if Betty could get this wave and get rapid fire, but he's run out of time. 5 seconds now. Light steps up. The only ward PSG have right now. He's right there in front of you. I will correct myself, there's another one down here, but...
That's 4 control wards now invested by HLE.
Yeah. They're choking out the vision. Scrying ward as well. True Shot Barrage is nice. Even hits the madam. As PSG move in with 5.5 units. And their control ward now placed down. Viper's going to one-shot it. And Chemtech.
Look at that mid-wave. It's so awkward for PSG. Maple has to go and catch it, but he has to go the really long way around. So HLE with a very good position on this dragon. PSG's only option is really to play through the bottom lane. Scuttle Crab going to be picked up as well. Maple, this is a good opportunity for him to push out that mid-wave. Has the ultimate, but now he's at risk of a collapse, and HLE see that as well.
But he just backs off to and fro. And with the steal of that Scuttle as well, it's given PSG a little bit of time. Dragon started off, but the patient's going to wear thin.
Very awkward for PSG. Now Maple is just so far away. He does have TP.
Maybe they're going to draw in Zeus. Actually, the back stopped in time. Teleport going to be burned first, and as you said, Maple's now going to join in.
He has his ult. How will he use it, though? He's trying to get in a position to cut off HLE from approaching. But Peanut has kind of dragged it back into the pit. Here we go.
Karsa can always jump in, has flash available at 4K now. The Weaver's Wall, fantastic, but not enough damage yet. PSG don't commit to the play, and Karsa wants to jump, and he's like, okay, wait, too late. The ulti sent from Peanut onto the enemy jungle before he can react. Karsa flashes away. The call of the pack not available, and down drops Karsa. Hanwha Life play the patient game, and it pays off again.
Yeah, patient is a great word for it, Hysterics, because PSG, they were just kind of being ran around the map. Maple was constantly in an awkward position. The ultimate looked really good, but PSG was really hesitant to approach, and it comes back to this very limited engage that their composition does have. We talked about while PSG have a ton of pressure in the early game, HLE's comp just kind of works together better, and we saw it how that works in that fight. Peanut ulti's in, Zeus is right behind him instantly, and Delight's ultimate kind of acts as a follow-up or as a zoning tool. It dropped in the tri-brush, making it hard for PSG to approach, and so once they found Karsa isolated, they turned it into a kill. Well executed by HLE, and you can really start to feel the momentum shifting the way of HLE.
I mean, it's been a weird early game again. There's been a couple of moments like that top lane play where it seemed messy, clumsy from Hanwha Life, but props to them again, playing the slow con, drawing PSG in. One mistake is capitalized so well. Turret's going to drop in bot. Arja matches top, but Peanut's here again. It's a mega blast cone, so the range is huge, and Arja sets down his little cage, but Zeus won't fall for it. A Vault Breaker into the wall. Arja might be tanky, but with Zeus here at the helm as well, that Yorick's about to die. Zeus now with his second kill, and Hanwha Life, the wheels are turning.
Yeah, that's just an easy kill for Hanwha Life. There's nothing for PSG to cross-map.
Viper's starting this.
Okay. Like his jungler is top lane.
The light's here. I guess he's thinking...
They don't even know.
No, because who would expect with Peanut top Huracan to start 9K?
You know, I reckon was he just stacking his passive?
Maybe. He's got red buff. TP burn.
Okay,
no,
fair enough.
they have not lost the patience. Pings are coming down now. It may be too late. Let's find out.
I mean, Azhi has TP. He should be able to... No, it's gone, right?
Barrage, Weaver's Wall at 3k. Tempered Fate, nice from Delight. Keeps him from getting near. Karsa walks up, almost steals it, but he does not. That's what matters. Peanut launches an engage again and sacrifices his life, but in goes Zeka, all in as Karsa's up next. Woody run over by the Ambessa, and Hanwha Life see the angle. Maple just stands there, finds a kill. It ain't pretty. It ain't that great, but a Quadra over to Zeka. It's got enough for Hanwha Life.
PSG just getting ran around the map right now as Karsa does what he can to get in range. A beautiful ult from Delight, locks down 2. Karsa gets in range to steal but doesn't quite have the secure. Then the engage happens. A huge ulti from Zeka, chips away at the HP bars. While Peanut does drop initially, Zeka flashes in to chunk out the remaining escaping members of PSG as Zeus cleans up the pick on the Woody. A pick is exchanged onto Delight, but too little too late as...
It was a mosh pit.
Certainly was. Zeka just dishing out huge damage in the fight. Now finds himself with a 1.8k gold advantage. You know what? He grabs a Medjai's as well. He's feeling himself as HLE take a firm grip here over our last game of the day.
Day 2's definitely been about getting those recoveries in. First BLG now. It looks like Hanwha Life as this game is topsy-turvy for PSG now. The gold's running out of hand. 4,500 as Peanut looks for an angle in top yet again. There's no Baron here to help the push, but Hanwha Life are grouping up as 4, trying to get this wave in, while meanwhile, mid is under fire as well. Good little pick onto Zeka, but he hops out, and they wait for the next wave.
Good damage. Zeka dropping to about 50%.
Just running through mid.
Peanut and Zeus gonna take the backdoor routes towards this mid tier 2. There's a big wave building on bot lane, but right now HLE don't care too much about it. They'll probably care about it soon. It's a lot of farm that they don't want to allow to go to waste. No one backing just yet, though.
Delight will get it. Don't worry, it'll be fine. And pings are going down. Looks like movement from Zeus, so, excuse me, he will find his mark down there, but 30 seconds till Dragon. It'll be number 3 for Hanwha Life. Baron also coming up in 45, so if we get a fight around this Dragon, Hanwha Life will be able, if they win it, to move to Baron and start putting the closing touches on this game, but it ain't over yet. PSG, quite a bit of burst, Vedi, and I mean, there is that still snap engage from Maple and from Karsa to launch in as well. There's grand damage here out of the Nefiri in the jungle. As you can see there, simply onto Delight.
The problem for PSG is even if they get to an objective first, I feel like that HLE is just putting better pressure on the map, forcing PSG to go and respond to waves.
True.
And so even if they have setup with like Caitlyn traps and the threat of a Talia knockback, it doesn't matter because HLE is just using the lanes more effectively and making it harder as...
Onto Betty, who's by himself now with Woody aside, doesn't matter. Peanut launches to the back line and Betty doesn't stand a chance. With engage comes easy task from Hanwha Life. Zeka now on the chase and PSG caught in a choke. Redemption helps save their life, but they've done enough to secure the 3rd Drake.
The combos are clean from HLE. They shut down Betty. Woody is quick to follow. Well, converted into another Dragon. And you could just see the ease of access towards the backline. PSG don't have an easy engage option, whereas HLE have the easiest engage option. Vi presses are, and Bessa presses are, targets die.
6,000 gold. Baron's up now as well. For PSG, I mean, these last 2 games, Fetty, have kind of just been like something erupts, like one fight, and the game just feels like it's toppling down. I mean, this one, you know, I'm glad you talked about the engage because it does feel like for PSG, with that one mistake, as you said, the ability to turn on objectives, the ability to find that pick. The engage has to be relied on something like the Talia. You have to use that snap engage.
Yeah, because I feel like PSG in the early game, like they were really driving the game forward.
They were.
They were using their pressure in the lanes to set up for objectives first. They were punishing the mispositions of HLE, but HLE got to a point where like, oh, we finished 2 items. Okay, like we'll just engage on you whenever we want.
Archer's in trouble. Archer is in trouble. That blast cone, use it now. Okay, use the Mario Mushroom, but
top jungle duo.
No, Peanut is the Goomba waiting in front and finds another hit.
I mean, they make it look easy.
They do.
Peanut and Zeus have been monsters in this game.
Tempered Fate, Betty's out. Peanut looking for another cease and desist. 4 members of PSG crouch and hide while Baron is now up and Arja's not here for another 30 seconds more.
Viper going to continue to push in that mid wave. The vision being denied. Karsa hovering around this mid wave, considering a play onto Viper, but he's not going to find him. Instead, Viper's already set his sights on the Baron. That Baron is getting lower, not the fastest. Zeka trying to zone them away.
It's fast enough, isn't it? Weaver's Wall comes out, Maple separates. It's nice, but he's in quite deep. Even though Delight's buying time, here comes Peanut again. It's Betty every time who doesn't get to play the game. Hanwha Life woke up at Worlds. This is the form we expected as they now look to run it down mid.
I mean, the combo is just way too clean. 27 minutes, HLE wipe PSG off the rift, and they're looking to end the game right now.
This is how it should look, Vedi. If Hanwha Life are playing at their peak, look at the names. Delight had us in the first half, again, I will admit, but the rest of it once more looked groundbreaking. The Nexus turrets are bare with only Azhi to defend, and PSG, while moving down to 0-2, give fresh life into the LCK's second seed. Hanwha Life, this comp we can get around seeing Peanut on by, seeing Zeus int once more. It doesn't matter because Hanwha Life get their first win at Worlds 2025.
It was a scary early game with the way that PSG was leveraging their strong laners to build that edge. But Hanwha Life came back in the team fights. They managed the map well, and they dominated in the 5v5. Impressive stuff from HLE, and now that 1-1 pool, it's getting exciting.
Oh, that 1-1 pool is going to be so good when we get to that draw. It's always the best, because the teams that might have struggled either on a day 1 or a day 2, but have had an exceptional performance otherwise. You can say that from Hanwha Life, as this guy, he's got so many stories around him in this tournament, and a lot of people want to see him do damn well.
Absolutely. And we'll see how he does as the tournament continues. I think some surprise results today.
Yep.
AL climbing to the top. KT finishing with 2-0. I think given their opponents, not an unexpected result.
No.
But now, a single best of 3 away from making it to the quarterfinals. A far cry from some of the draws that they've had in the past World Championships. But it's going to be an interesting one. That 1-1 group is probably the most exciting one for me, considering how close it is. So many tough teams in that pool.
We're getting closer and closer towards the draw. That's it for day number 3 of World.